Hello everyone and welcome to Azam Shah Weekly. Today I'll be reviewing a book called Upstream, The Quest to Solve Problems Before They Happen by Dan Heath. This is a thought-provoking book and really good for the situation that we are in right now, the coronavirus and pandemic. This book contains many different stories and also ways of how you can tackle the problem before they actually become big problems. So it contains many different stories. It starts with the story of Chicago school, also Expedia. I think Expedia's story was more about like they were getting a lot of support calls and the support department, the customer support was just answering calls on daily basis, but they never really stopped to think that why are they getting so many support calls? Because each of the department, the sales department, the technology department, the customer support department, they were working in isolation. So when they started working together as a group, in this case, they minimized the support calls to a very high percentage. It also contains stories about Chicago schools, as I mentioned earlier, that most of the students in different Chicago schools, they were not really graduating, and the percentage of people who were graduating students that was very, very low. So the students had to come up with a plan that why are they not graduating, and maybe they need a little bit additional help, tuition, one-on-ones, private tutoring, and all of these different things. Maybe they don't have the technology. Maybe they are from neighborhoods that they cannot afford technology. So maybe we should invest in giving them, some sort of a small computer, a Chromebook, these kind of things. So a lot of different stories and also ways to tackle the problems is discussed in this. It's a really good book. I really enjoyed it. The other thing that this book talks about is the need for data and how would you use the data to see that how things are progressing. So a good example is, one of the examples was that, I don't know which city, but there was a city where using the data and using the 911 calls, they had parked the ambulances in different parking lots around the area because according to the data, according to the 911 calls, they know that during these hours of the day or the week, there is a possibility of getting a 911 call from this area, and we will be able to go to that particular area because we are parked like 1 mile away from it, rather than parked a little bit outside the zone and then taking like 15-30 minutes to get there when it might be too late. I really like the section about the data because as an instructor myself as a boot camp, I also collect data and I can use the data to see that which student is performing well versus which student is performing poorly, and maybe we can capture the poor performing students early on so that it doesn't create a domino effect that if they don't know functions or loops, then how would they even know objects and classes and Node.js and all of those different technologies? So if we can get those students perform well and the concepts are clear for basics of JavaScript, maybe they will perform much better when they go to medium and intermediate and advanced skills. So I really recommend this book, Upstream. It's by Dan Heath, The Quest to Solve Problems Before They Happen. If you get a chance, you can go to Amazon and you can buy this book. I really enjoyed it. And now on to the next book.